Hi, I'm Rowan from East Coast Kayaking and the Kayak Shop Australia, here at Steamers Beach, Booderee National Park, New South Wales.
I'm going to show you how I load my sea kayak for an overnight inshore coastal journey with 3 participants. Sharing group gear cuts down on volume and makes for an efficient journey. Using a combination of small dry bags, compression sacks and cases. Load your sea kayak as close to the water's edge as possible. Be aware of the tidal cycle. Is it rising or dropping? As a loaded sea kayak is heavy to move. Utilise carry bags and large pack liners to minimise the trips between your kayak and the campsite. The group toilet kit contains toilet paper, hand sanitizer, trowel and rubbish bags. Coffee plunger, 20 litre dry bag half full for bits and bobs. And the group drink kit containing tea, coffee, sugar, matches and a stove. The group kitchen contains salt, pepper, oil, utensils, snap-lock bags, matches and washing up gear. Personal toiletries and first aid kit, camp towel in a snap-lock bag. Group shelter, a 4.5 metre squared fly for sunny and rainy days. Load the lightest items at the ends of the kayak and the heavy items low and along the keel line, the centre line, and as close to the bulkheads and cockpit, the centre of the kayak as possible. If overloaded, heavier in the bow, the front of the kayak, this will lead to weathercocking, turning upwind. And if overloaded in the stern, the rear of the kayak, this will lead to the kayak turning downwind, lee cocking. I believe 6 litre water bladders are the most efficient to load. We allocate 4 litres per person per day. Food placed under the hatch so it's easily accessible. The group first aid kit must be easily accessible at all times, and the type of kit depends on the amount of participants, the duration, location, and the remoteness of your journey. Readily accessible, I have my 5 litre dry bag, which I call my handbag, which has my zinc, insect repellent, lip balm, insect head net, waterproof camera, wallet and ID, sunglasses and floating head strap, head torch and spare batteries, and repair kit, multi-tools, gaffer tape, spare parts for kayaks, zip ties, and 2mm Spectra. Also readily available my kayak, my paddling jacket. There is no hard or fast way to load a sea kayak. Each different kayak will need a different system and equipment, whether the kayak has a day hatch, the storage volume and depth of the kayak, and the diameter and shape of the hatches. All items need to be loaded securely, wedged in place so they do not shift around during the journey. Very important that food and water and your video camera is accessible immediately. In the stern hatch I carry my iPad, waterproof clothing, down sleeping bag, poles and pegs from my tent, inflatable air mattress, pots and mug set for 3 participants, and my clothing. I directly load my inner and fly of my tent. This is the best use of space. If your tent is wet from the night before, it will dry out the next time you erect it. Tents should be no larger than a 2-person tent due to their volume. A large battery pack to charge the group iPad and participants' iPhones. It also doubles as the kayak's electric bilge pump battery supply. Food is stowed in a breathable, environmentally friendly carry bag. Finally, load your dry camp shoes, excess carry bags, your helmet, the iPad, and seal the hatch. Items stowed in the cockpit must be secured with bungee and net systems so they will not float away when the cockpit floods. Do not load items between your legs, which may cause entrapment. Avoid stowing equipment on the top deck, except for maps and float plans, as it creates windage, raises the centre of gravity, as well as it could be washed off. Drop past our training centre at the kayak shop to discuss your kayaking needs. 37 Jetty Road, Sandringham, Melbourne. East Coast Kayaking, the Sea Kayaking Specialists, in conjunction with Paddle Magazine. We recommend that you undertake sea kayak training with an experienced and qualified instructor. Carry the minimum and recommended safety equipment and know how to use it, and you'll enjoy your journey.